Hello, everyone. I'm going to continue our hunt on Route 102 for either Ralts or Surskit. Just a second here. Done some encounters off stream, so up to 600 since I found Puchiana. So I'll just show. This is the last shiny I got, but we're looking for Ralts or Surskit. But really anything on this route besides maybe another Puchiana I would like to get. Especially Wormpole. I like Wormpole. Lotad would be really cool. Let's change up the background a little bit too. We'll do this one, the one that looks like a SP. Oh, there's a Ralts already. 4% encounter. I wouldn't mind a Zigzagoon, but I do have one on a Japanese copy of the game. So I guess an English one would be cool, but that and Puchiana are probably the two I want the least. Oh, and a Surskit already. Yeah, I honestly think Surskit has a really good shiny. But, I mean, it is a 1% encounter. And that's kind of the secondary target. Ralts obviously has an amazing shiny. Okay, I'm not sure. Probably not sure how long I'm gonna go today. Probably until 850, 900 encounters. We'll do about 300 encounters today. Unless we find something. Then I might do more. But obviously, we're still pretty far under odds. Puchiana still would be pretty cool. I don't think I would ever go for like a shiny living dex in Gen 3 or anything, but it's better than having multiples of the same shiny. Oh, another Ralts. Only done 19 encounters today. Seen 2 Ralts and a Surskit already. It's kind of what happened on Monday. We saw a lot of Ralts and Surskit in the first 100 encounters. Then not much after that. And again, if I do find either one of my targets, I'll probably move into the forest for some of the wormhole evolutions and maybe even Slackoth, but I believe Slackoth is also a really low encounter. I forgot to use the white flute. We already have a pretty high encounter rate, but might as well use that. Is that the first? No, that might be the second Lotad. I haven't seen very many Lotads today, though, overall. Oh, and there's another one. Ooh, another Ralt. Only 30 encounters in. Seen 3 Ralts. I like how derpy Zigzagoon's eyes look in this generation. Once I find one of my targets here, too, and I'd have to get a little farther in this game, but I'd like to get a Wailord, too. Wailord's probably... I want to say Wailord is probably my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. Wurmple's up there, though. Wailord's definitely my top 5. Alright, we're almost 15 counters down. So a lot of Ralts and one Surskit. Alright, this is 650. Oh, it's a Ralts on 650. Hopefully we can keep the Ralts coming. Yeah, I have a lot of hunts that would like to do. Obviously, it just depends how fast we get what I'm looking for from here. I feel like I'm gonna go over shiny odds for this one. Because my last one, Pucciano, was, I think, around 7,000. I'm hoping at least we see a decent amount of my target today. Been doing pretty good so far. Yep, and there's another one. If we catch anything cool, should be able to level it up. I don't... This might be... Yeah, I think this was the file I... Yeah. I used a bunch of zigzagoons to get rare candies on. Except I don't think I have a water stone, so I would have to go get one to evolve Lombre. I like the Pucciano as an early route encounter. And they didn't just make everything like normal or normal flying. You could get some variety to your team early on with Pucciana and then also Ralts here. I think that maybe we'll go to 1,000 encounters today. Alright, 675. Not the bag. We can change the lead Pokemon for a little bit. Let's give Jirachi some time in the light. It'll lower the encounter rate a little, but it shouldn't matter too much. Get this. Hi. How are you today? I know I don't have it up on screen. Oh, triple hunting Pikachu. That's cool. And what game? We're at 683 encounters, by the way, since I got my last shiny. Which, since you're here, I'll show off. It was a shiny Poochyena. So I would like to hopefully get something else that's not a Poochyena, but Ralts and Okay, yeah, fire red, leaf green. Well, good luck. Oh, there's one of the targets that I'm looking for. I was quad hunting this with Game Boy Advance SPs, but I don't really have a way to stream that. So right now I'm just solo hunting. Pikachu's got a pretty good shiny too, and I mean it's an iconic Pokemon. Yeah, my target is Ralts, but I would like to hit Surskit as well, but probably not because Surskit's only a 1% encounter on this route. My target is Ralts mainly, but really anything from this route I would like, even a Wormpole. But I mean, Gardevoir just has a really good shiny. I'm I feel like I'm gonna go over odds for my next shiny. My Poochyena was slightly under odds. I don't know exactly because I wasn't fully counting, but it was around 6 to 7,000 encounters. Yeah, the encounters are really quick. What I was doing when I was quad hunting is I have the acro bike on all of them, which is why I'm not using the mock bike here. And then I was just hopping until I encountered something on all 4 games. Alright, this next encounter is 699, so we're almost up to 700 encounters. Alright, encounter 700. And it's a Wormpole. Yeah, before I started this hunt, I haven't really done much 3rd gen shiny hunting. I've done a lot more 4th gen. I got 2 of the Johto starters. Oh boy. Phase 10, yeah, for Shroomish. Yeah, if I hit Ralts, I think I'm gonna go into the forest as well. Looking for either Shroomish or Slackoth. Yeah, sometimes when you go a lot without getting what you're looking for, you just gotta set it aside for a bit. Shroomish does have a pretty good shiny. Shroomish and Breloom. It, I like the autumny colors. Yeah, they really are. Like, one of my other favorite Pokemon in 3rd gen is Chimecho. But Chimecho, I believe, is, I think it's a 4% encounter at the top of Mount Pyre, but I can't remember. But it's a really low encounter. So I hunted that for a bit, but didn't find it. And then kind of gave up on that for a little bit. Even though Duskull has a good shiny. One hunt I would like to do, but not really sure how to set it up, so it'd be good to stream, is the bonus disc Jirachi, which is the one that I'm sending out now. So that one I know is not shiny locked, and that would be a really cool one to get. Yeah, sometimes the days are just like that. Just feels like no matter what you do, we're just fighting sleep. Oh, well, that's always good to have a nice extended break. Give you more time to hunt Pikachu. Gonna go with the golden background. Yeah, true. I think I should. I don't remember how far into the game I am in my leaf green. I know my fire red is set up. So if I'm gonna stream it, I might just do that. Safaring shiny encounters are always so stressful, though. That makes them more satisfying once you do get them. Oh, Parasect, that's pretty cool. Could imagine the tension just waiting to see the Pokeball shake. Yeah, that's a pretty amazing encounter. Especially not only to encounter it, but also catch it. Need to get to the point where I can reset my Soul Silver again. Because I want to go for the last Johto starter. I got Cyndaquil first, and then my current run, I have Meganium. And I also found Shiny Lugia. I decided to soft reset for this one. But I still only have... I think I'm in Kanto somewhere, I don't remember. But I don't own Heart Gold. So I want to at least finish the game with those two shinies. And then I can trade them to my Platinum. Yeah. It's like all these games I have in different spots because I'm in various parts of Hunt. Like this file, I was doing a Psychic Monotype playthrough. And then I was like, well, I'll come back and do some shiny hunting. My other games are set up a little better, but I figure it's the early routes and everything's pretty easy to catch. My Ruby copy is probably the one I'm going to reset and use for the Jirachi hunt. Because I was trying to get that one ready for hunting Chimecho, along with a couple of these other games, but... I'm up to 745. Do you remember what your first shiny Pokemon was? Mine was... I played a lot of 2nd and 3rd gen when I was younger, but I never saw... Besides the red Gyarados, I never saw a shiny in those. Mine was a Burmy that evolved into a Mothim. Okay, that's a cool first hunt. My first hunt actually was the shiny Cyndaquil I got in Soul Silver. And then I had that save file for a while, but then eventually when I wanted to get another starter, I traded that over to Platinum. Because the encounters for, or looking at all the starters in Heart Gold Soul Silver is really fast. So I was like, this seems like a good first hunt. And I like all the starters from 2nd generation. But yeah, Shiny Celebi does look really, really good. Oh, there's a Ralt. Feels like it's been a while since I've seen one. I saw one Surskit, I think, right after I started, and haven't seen one since. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense. It is a 1% encounter. I love the sprite work in Generation 3. I get, obviously, because they're trying to keep up with the times, why they went to 3D models, but the sprites always, I think, I have a preference for. Yeah, that I would say that too. I liked Gen 2, but mostly the remakes. So yeah, Gen 3 and 4 are definitely my favorite as well. I've played by far the most Generation 3. I'm glad I had a lot of my games from when I was younger, because if you look at the price of buying some of these games secondhand now, it is crazy. Plus, obviously, you have to be looking out for, like, reproduction cartridges. But, like, yeah, I have some Japanese copies as well. Those are a lot cheaper. But even those are starting to go up. Like an English Emerald is just crazy. It's like $180 for a loose copy. I actually recently, one of my friends, he wanted to keep his games, but he was always very meticulous about saving things. So he had like pretty pristine boxes of Fire Red, Sapphire, and Emerald, and he sold them to me. And they have all the like inserts and everything. They're really nice looking because he knows I collect, and he doesn't really collect, but he did want to keep his games, which I get. Yeah. He said they were just sitting like in his closet forever. Alright, this is encounter 777. And it was a Zigzagoon. Yeah, luckily the Japanese copies of their generation games are a lot cheaper. So if you just want more copies to hunt with. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. They've been getting just more and more expensive. I think the only one I didn't have was Ruby, English Ruby. So I bought that recently. But then all the other games I had was when I was younger. But then I bought Japanese copies too. It's probably just because a lot more people, the nostalgia, they want to play their old games again. And I feel like shiny hunting in the older games is... It's got a pretty good following. There's another Ralts. Yeah, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are crazy. I only have my Soul Silver copy. I have 2 pearls, 1 diamond, 1 platinum, and then Soul Silver, but no Heart Gold. And for Gen 3, I basically have a full set of both of them. So I have English copies for Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and then also Japanese sets for them. At some point, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and get Heart Gold before it gets too expensive. Yeah, that's not bad. Because the English copies are insane. Yeah, I might have to tell my friend, the same guy who I bought the boxes off of, in a month or two is going to Japan for work. Maybe I'll have to see if he'd go to like a used game store. Yeah, everybody was stuck at home and I guess got nostalgic for their old games, and yeah, the prices never went back down. You're right. Yeah, I was lucky that I bought my Japanese copies of all the 3rd gen games a little bit before that. I'm at 802 encounters, past the 800 mark. I know. It was, I mean, it was a crazy time. Not not in 2020, but from like 2021 until recently, I actually worked at a pharmacy. And so I got to deal with a lot of everything that happened. All the new information that was coming out and all the new updated COVID shots and I know. People, it's going to be crazy in like 60 years when people are telling the stories of what happened during 2020. It's kind of hard to believe it's already 2024. It's been 4 years since all of that started. Yeah, back in my day, we used to have to quarantine. It is kind of unbelievable that this worldwide virus just like came out of nowhere and affected like heavily how everybody lived their daily lives, not just in America or in Europe, but everywhere all over the world. Yeah, and it was like such a big deal, and now it's just like, well, that was a thing that happened. Like people were dying from it and everything, and then it's crazy. I'm gonna go with the indigo blue. Oh, there's a Surskit finally. They're like 200 encounters. I'm knocking this one out. And now it'll probably be another 100, 200 counters before I see one again. And that's why that's not really my main target. Because if I found one before Ralts, I would be pretty happy, but if I find Ralts, I'm not staying here for it. 1% is just, it's too crazy. A 4% encounter is crazy enough. Yeah, a 1%, not only a 1%, but in the safari. I don't know if I would be quite ready for that hunt. I couldn't imagine going all that time to get a 1% encounter and then having it run away. Oh, really? Yeah. Uh, that would be devastating to see it run away. But I mean, it's the Safari Zone, so there's a really good chance. I'm sure Dragonair probably is not the easiest thing to catch. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Keeping everybody on the edge of their seat. Makes me wonder if maybe he didn't catch it and he's trying to redeem it before he announces. I don't know. Let me go back to Starmie at the front. I know, to do that and then not update anybody for half a year. I don't actually need the smoke ball. Oh, my bag is full. That's why I didn't take it off. Well, maybe eventually he'll say what happened to it. Oh, nice. I like seeing Ralts at least. Alright, next encounter's 850. Getting close to 1,000. Okay, so you're getting close to like half odds. Was the first phase over or under odds? Oh, 485, man. Well, hopefully the next one comes before you make it too close to the actual odds. Yeah, the Poochyena I got was, like I said, a little under odds. I think it was high 6, low 7,000s. Yeah. It's at least the nice thing is that the encounters for this hunt are really fast, so I can, especially when I was quad hunting it, the encounters go really fast. What location are you hunting for Pikachu? I forget. Does it show up in the power plant? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, there's some other, yeah, there's some cool encounters in there. You can get like Magnemite. I think you can get Voltorb. Is Electabuzz in the power plant too? I think so. So there's at least a couple of cool things you could phase for. Yeah, I wouldn't mind phasing here. As long as it's not a Poochyena or really Zigzagoon, because I have a Zigzagoon on one of my Japanese games. Yeah. They're pretty common. They put them on a lot of routes in this game. Zigzagoon and Linoon. So it's, if you're hunting for something, it's feels like there's always a chance that you're gonna find one. I have one Zigzagoon and one Linoon on. I can't remember if it's Ruby, Japanese Ruby, or Sapphire, but one of them. And then I also have a shiny Sand Slash that I wasn't hunting for. I was just playing through, I think, Sapphire again, and I found a random shiny Sandshrew with a really good nature, too. It was Jolly Nature. And that's living in my Emerald now, because I've reset my Sapphire since then. Oh, another Surskit. I won't kill this one. That one can live another day. Yeah, especially for Diglett, because it is so fast. Remember every time I played through 3rd gen when I was younger, I always used a Ralts. That's part of one of the reasons why I want to hunt for it. But it does also just have a really good shiny. I remember back then thinking, oh my goodness, it's taken me forever to encounter a Ralts. You know, when I was younger, didn't have patience. Yeah, Gallade is really cool. That would be a cool one to get for 4th gen. But if I ever caught one in 3rd gen, I don't think I would ever transfer it up. Yeah, didn't they give it a new ability? Didn't they give it sharpness in Scarlet and Violet? Oh, another Surskit already. That was fast. Yeah, that's what I thought. Seems like a pretty good ability for it. All the stuff it learns. Oh, yeah, that item along with, like, Psycho Cut and stuff. Yeah, that's gotta be pretty high crit chance then. Alright, this encounter 900. Getting close to 1,000. Yeah, I haven't really played too much competitive Pokemon. I've shiny hunted a bit in Scarlet and Violet, but shiny hunting in the new games just doesn't feel the same as shiny hunting in the older games. Yeah. Yeah, with the new games where they're like in the overworld, you really have to be paying attention. You have to like constantly be scanning all the Pokemon that you see to make sure you don't like miss a shiny or something. But yeah, this I've always been a fan of random encounters. Or soft resetting. What was the first Pokemon game that you ever played? Mine was Pokemon Yellow. My brother and I both got Game Boy Colors. I think for Christmas one year we both got. Yeah. I remember it was so cool how Pikachu would follow you around in Yellow. And that's why I was happy when Heart Gold and Soul Silver were coming out, that they made it so any Pokemon can follow you. I wish they would bring that back in the newer games. I know Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl kinda had that. Mewtwo would be a cool hunt. Yeah. Gotta see if it was angry at you or if it was happy. I haven't played through a first generation game besides the remakes in a while. I don't really want to reset my yellow though. Yeah, in the anime. You really felt like you were sort of Ash Ketchum. And you got to fight like Team Rocket in yellow. It was just, it felt a lot more special than red or blue. Yeah, I think basically since third gen has released, my brother and I have gotten the opposite Pokemon games basically since they've come out. When fourth gen came out, I got Pearl, he got Diamond, and then I think we both ended up getting Platinum. That way we could always trade the version exclusives. I got white, he got black, and then I got white too, he got black too. I got Y, he got X. Well, that's cool that your mom played or plays. Yeah, my brother and I have always been pretty big Pokemon fans. Even still now. I guess it's different because you can trade over the internet, but it's not like we live together anymore. But still, I got Violet, he got Scarlet. I think the only one I ever remember being upset about was Diamond and Pearl, because I think we both wanted Diamond because we both like Dialga better. But then eventually I just... Yeah. And now it's like when I'm just sitting here trading between my games like by myself when I want to move my Pokemon around in 3rd gen. We also played a lot of Pokemon Stadium too. Well, both of them actually, but mostly Pokemon Stadium 2. Yeah, I recently got a second wireless adapter. I only had one that I got. I don't remember. I think I just have had it for a long time. Probably with one of my 3rd gen games. But I never had a second one. And surprisingly, those actually weren't that expensive, so I just bought another one. So now I don't have to get the cables out. Yeah, so I think I had. I don't know. Probably between me and my brother, we lost one. I wish they would do more, like, interesting things. Like, they released the wireless adapters with those, or the Poke Walker. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for 2 hours today, see how many encounters I can end at. Well, thank you. It was nice meeting you, too. It's nice meeting, somebody who has similar interests. And thanks for staying and chatting. Hopefully it doesn't take you too long for your next phase of your hunt. Yeah, sometimes it is what it is. Oh boy. I've always hated the roaming Pokemon. No, that's fine. I think your English is fine. Ooh, another Surskit. Ooh, a Surskit and then a Ralts right after. A 1% to a 4% encounter. Oh my goodness, another Surskit. They're showing up left and right. Yeah. If only one of them would show up and be shiny. Seeing all the low encounters right now. Yeah, the GameCube player with disc is. I'm playing on a Japanese GameCube right now with the player disc. Yeah, there are a couple of things that I regret selling. So it's weird. The GameCube itself is region locked, but the Game Boy Advanced and Game Boys are not. So you can actually play any region game on the Game Boy player, but you still need a Japanese console and Japanese what do you call it? Disc to be able to play, but then you can play any region games. It's kind of strange. Yeah, I always thought region locking was kind of a dumb thing. Yeah, they are pretty expensive now, too. Not quite as expensive as the English disc, but they're still pretty expensive. If you were gonna buy, like, if you didn't have any console or anything at all, then it would be cheaper to just get everything Japanese. But let's say you were only missing the disc, it would just be cheaper just to buy that, even though the disc is expensive still. This encounter 980, getting close to 1,000. Yeah. I actually paid $350 for mine. I paid $350 for mine because I ended up buying a special edition Japanese GameCube. I used to have a lot more Pokemon cards. I haven't collected Pokemon cards in a minute, but I remember when I was younger, I used to have base set Charizard. I have no idea where it is now. I still have some of my older cards, but I don't have that one. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know I still have Venusaur and Blastoise. And a couple of other random hollows from like the first couple of sets. But that's about it. And then I kind of got back into collecting a little bit around the X and Y era, but I haven't really collected cards since then. It's crazy how expensive some of the old cards are, or even the old packs. Like if you wanted to get a whole box of packs, it's crazy. Alright, next encounter is encounter 1000. See if it's something special. Nope, it's a Zigzagoon. Yeah, I don't know why. You would think, like, the Game Boy Advance player's big enough, you would think they would be able to just put the technology in there to where you don't need a disc. Because, like, on the older consoles, like the Super Nintendo, there was the Super Game Boy, which I guess was a cartridge itself, but yeah. It's stupid that you need a disc. I wonder what the technology behind it is. I wonder what the disc even does. I just know that you need it, which sucks. I mean, overall, I still really like the GameCube player. Obviously, lets you play your Game Boy Advance games and stuff on a bigger screen. But yeah, it does suck that you need the disc. Oh, that was what I was thinking of. One thing I regret selling from when I was younger was my original Game Boy Advance. I think I traded it in to get an SP. But now I still kind of wish, because I have my original Game Boy Color from when I was younger. So I wish I still had my original Game Boy Advance. And then I traded in that SP actually for the original DS when that came out. But then I think after that is when I stopped trading in consoles. Change the background to the GameCube background. Had all in a row where I saw all those Ralts and Surskit. Thinking I should be able to get to like around 1,200 encounters today. Maybe a little bit more. Wouldn't mind seeing a Lotad. Yeah, I should be able to make it to 1,200 encounters before I stop today. Might do a little bit more hunting off stream. Not today, but... Oh, did not mean to go to Pokemon. Would like to find... Oh, there's a Ralts. I would like to find a shiny on stream if possible. Oh yeah, it was nice meeting you too. I'm sure it's probably pretty late over where you're at. You have a good sleep. And thanks for coming in and having a good conversation with me. Alright, well, have a good sleep. Okay. Thank you, Alice. I usually just go by Ramos for short. I'll type it in chat. Just Ramos. You can call me by Ramiramos if you want, but usually I go by Ramos for short. Yeah, I can do 150 encounters in 20 minutes. This is 1,050 encounters right now. I've been doing monotype runs as I play through the 3rd gen games again. I just did a psychic one. Maybe I'll do a dark one next. Because there's a decent amount of dark type Pokemon that you can get in 3rd gen. A lot of these are fast encounters. Really would like to set up a way to maybe stream a 2nd game. Don't really know if I have a way to do that right now. Another Wormpole. I'd like to see at least a couple more Ralts before I stop for the day. $10.70. Do 130 more encounters and then call it quits. And you know what? For these last ones, we're gonna put Poochin at the front. Just gonna make them a little slower, but Shiny Poochyena versus normal. I don't remember why minus hurt. Should probably train it up at some point. Low tad. Zigzagoon. Please don't show up shiny, Zigzagoon. Or at least let me phase for something else first. Or I could just get my target, that would be nice. I would even take a Wormpole. Just no Poochyena, no Zigzagoon. I love the shiny noise of Gen 3. Low tad. $10.90. You know what? Let's do this. He learns Howl at level 5. getting towards the end for today. I'm gonna hunt in this grass for the last encounters of the day. We'll see if we get any better luck with Ralts and Surskit showing up here. Alright, this is encounter 1100. Probably just go to 1150 today. I don't think we'll quite make it to 1200. Probably could if I switched off Poochyena, but we'll give him... Oh, there's Surskit. Well, maybe Poochyena's drawn out the Surskits. Another Pooch. Yeah, we might only make it to like 1125. It's fine. That's 525 encounters for today. Got about 10 more encounters for the day. Yeah, it seems like 11:25 is what we're gonna have to stop at for the day. Got a couple more to hit that. Alright, let's see what the last encounter of the day is gonna be. At 11:25, and it's a non-shiny Lotad. So about 1/8 odds. And that's gonna be it for me today. Gonna listen to the bike music while I save here. Thanks everybody who showed up today and watched me continue to shiny hunt. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. Thank you.